Have you ever wondered how much our thoughts and mindset can influence our lives? Sometimes, a small shift in the way we perceive things can create a ripple effect, leading to unexpected outcomes. In moments of stress or difficulty, many people yearn to find peace and stability in their hearts. But the question arises, how can we achieve this? How can we overcome challenges and celebrations and feel at ease in every breath, in every moment of life? This is not just a question of psychological balance, but it also opens the door to another kind of prosperity, a prosperity that can bring both spiritual and material wealth. In this video, we will explore how Buddhist teachings, not only a spiritual philosophy, but also a practical guide, can help us find peace and achieve deeper goals in our daily lives. Buddhism is not only for those who wish to delve deep into the spiritual path, but it can also be a source of practical inspiration for anyone, anywhere who desires a harmonious and balanced life. The teachings of Buddhism are a system of guidance that helps us better understand the nature of life, the impermanence of all things, and the acceptance and letting go of what cannot be controlled. When we understand these principles, we will easily realize that peace does not come from the outside. It originates from within the heart. It is this inner peace that helps us overcome difficulties in life, not by avoiding them, but by accepting and transforming them. You will find that these seemingly simple teachings contain great power, enabling us to master our minds, balance our emotions, and approach life with clarity and tranquility. In this video, we are committed to offering you a deeper insight into how Buddhist teachings can be applied to daily life. You will not only hear about the theory, but also be guided on practical exercises, from simple mindfulness practices to cultivating a gratitude habit that nurtures inner peace. Buddhism teaches that the mind is everything. What you think, you become. Therefore, when you learn to adjust your mind, you will start to see changes in the world around you. Financial pressures, concerns about the future, or complex relationships, all of these will become easier to handle when we approach them with a peaceful and understanding mindset. Modern life presents us with countless opportunities, but also with many stresses and pressures. These can make us feel tired and directionless. But the miracle of Buddhist teachings is that it does not require us to change our external circumstances to attain happiness. Instead, it only requires us to change how we perceive things from within. By applying these simple yet profound teachings, we can find peace even in the most challenging moments. When we combine mindfulness and gratitude into our daily lives, we not only find inner peace, but also open the door to a sustainable kind of prosperity, one that does not depend on external conditions. Take the time to join us on this journey, the journey to find peace and prosperity within your own heart, so that you may experience that, no matter how the world changes, there is always a firm and peaceful place within you where you can take refuge. And trust that when you open your heart and are ready to practice the lessons from Buddhist teachings, your life will become more harmonious, not only in terms of the soul, but also in material matters. There, through the integration of theory and practice, you will realize that these teachings are not just meant to guide us through difficult times, but are principles of life that can help you enjoy each present moment and welcome the good things that lie ahead. In Buddhist teachings, there is a core and powerful principle that can completely change the way we view life. The mind is everything. What you think, you become. This statement contains a deep truth, emphasizing that everything we experience, whether joy or sorrow, originates from our own minds. Our daily thoughts and emotions are not just natural responses to what happens around us, but are the factors that shape the life we live. When the mind is governed by anxiety, fear, or anger, we often see the world in gloomy colors and filled with tension. On the other hand, when the mind is calm, open, and filled with love, life becomes lighter and more enjoyable. In other words, our minds are the source of all experiences and the starting point for everything we perceive. The principle of the mind is everything is not just a theory, but a reminder of the power of positive thinking. When we learn to recognize and transform negative thoughts, we can begin to see changes slowly, yet very clearly in our lives. For example, a person who constantly thinks about failure may become discouraged and lack motivation, limiting themselves to safe choices. But a person with an optimistic and confident outlook will easily overcome difficulties and find opportunities in challenges. Indeed, what we believe directly affects the actions and decisions we make every day. Understanding the mind is everything helps us realize that no matter how external circumstances change, we can always find peace and happiness if we learn to master and guide our minds. Along with the principle of the mind is everything, an equally important element in Buddhist teachings is mindfulness, the ability to live fully in the present moment. Mindfulness is paying complete attention to the present moment without judgment or letting the mind be distracted by the past or future. In modern society, we are often caught in the cycle of thoughts, worrying about what has happened or stressing about what is yet to come. This often causes us to miss the beauty of life in every moment. When we practice mindfulness, we learn to enjoy and appreciate the little things, from the taste of a hot cup of tea to the pleasant sensation of walking on the earth. Mindfulness is a powerful tool that helps us maintain mental clarity in stressful situations, while also bringing balance and inner peace. Yet, practicing mindfulness is not always easy, especially in a busy and high-pressure society. However, when we begin with small steps, mindfulness will gradually become a natural part of our lives. A simple way to practice mindfulness is to focus on your breath, noticing each inhale and exhale. When the mind gets distracted and unsettled, gently bring your attention back to the breath. This practice helps calm the mind and reduce stress. Additionally, practicing mindfulness while eating, walking, or working is a wonderful way to stay present and truly experience what's happening around you. Mindfulness is not the only important practice in Buddhism. Gratitude also plays a significant role in Buddhist teachings, helping to open the doors to prosperity and awareness of the good things in life. Gratitude is not just about thanking others when we receive something, but about recognizing the value of what we already have, from simple joys to quiet support. When we focus on the positive and appreciate the little things in life, we become happier and more content. Instead of complaining about a busy work schedule, we can be grateful for the opportunity to work and contribute. Instead of feeling upset about bad weather, we can be thankful for a place to shelter and stay warm. Gratitude changes our perspective, leading to a life that is richer both spiritually and materially. When we practice gratitude regularly, we begin to realize that prosperity is not just about material wealth, but about fullness of spirit. One simple way to practice gratitude is to write down 3 things you are grateful for at the end of each day. This exercise helps us pause, reflect, and appreciate what we have, rather than constantly chasing after what we haven't achieved. As a result, gratitude not only helps us maintain a positive outlook on life, but also fosters positive connections with those around us, bringing peace to the soul and strengthening us in times of hardship. Buddhist teachings do not require us to be perfect or always positive. It only asks that we learn to be aware of and grateful for what we have, to live fully in each moment, and not to let our minds be bound by things that don't matter. Through each small practice, we find that life becomes simpler and more meaningful, and true peace is not a distant goal, but a state of mind that anyone can attain. Through understanding that the mind is everything, practicing mindfulness, and cultivating gratitude, we can build a life of harmony and abundance. These are not just principles in books, but practical tools that can be applied to every aspect of life, helping us not just to live, but to live fully, deeply, and meaningfully. The first story is about a man named Ethan who lives in a busy city in the US. Ethan is a financial professional working in a high-pressure environment. Faced with demanding work requirements, he quickly falls into a cycle of exhaustion and stress. He gradually loses the joy in both his work and personal life. He often brings work home, and even when with his family, his mind is filled with thoughts of work. Worry and stress become an inseparable part of his life, making him feel weighed down and stuck. One day, through a friend's recommendation, Ethan learns about mindfulness in Buddhism, a method of living in the present and focusing on what's happening around him. At first, he feels skeptical and struggles to quiet his mind to feel the surroundings. However, with determination to change, Ethan begins to practice mindfulness every day, starting with simple exercises like taking a few minutes in the morning to breathe and become aware of his breath. He focuses on each breath and heartbeat, trying to let go of the worries and stress from work. Gradually, Ethan realizes that practicing mindfulness helps him become calmer, reducing the anxiety and stress he once thought were uncontrollable. Whenever he feels stressed or pressured, instead of letting his mind drown in negative thoughts, he begins to focus on his breath and find peace again. The miracle is that through mindfulness, Ethan not only finds inner peace, but also improves his work performance. He becomes more focused, no longer distracted by unnecessary worries, and even receives recognition from his superiors. Through living mindfully, Ethan finds satisfaction and happiness in life, something he never thought possible before. Abigail is a teacher in a quiet suburb in the US. She is a single mother, caring for her young child while also dealing with financial pressures and family responsibilities. For a long time, she felt her life was filled with difficulties, from living expenses to balancing work and child rearing. Every day, Abigail would worry about the future, about how she could meet her son's needs and provide him with a good life. The heaviness and uncertainty of her life made her lose faith in herself. During a community talk about Buddhism, Abigail heard about the power of gratitude. The speaker said that gratitude is not just thanking others when we receive something, but learning to appreciate what we already have, no matter how small. This idea deeply resonated with Abigail, and she decided to apply gratitude in her life. Every evening, before going to bed, Abigail takes a few minutes to write down 3 things she is grateful for that day, whether it's a warm meal with her son, a beautiful sunset, or a friendly greeting from a neighbor. Over time, the practice of gratitude brought Abigail a positive shift in her outlook on life. She began to feel lighter and more peaceful, realizing that although life wasn't easy, there were still many precious things around her. The small things she had once overlooked now became a great source of encouragement, helping her stay strong during difficult moments. In fact, She even noticed that when she focused on gratitude, life seemed more bearable and challenges gradually became easier to handle. The power of gratitude didn't stop at helping Abigail find peace. It also created positive changes in her relationships. She grew closer and more connected with her son, realizing that his presence was the greatest joy she could have. She also opened her heart to those around her, starting to build positive relationships with her colleagues and neighbors. Ultimately, through gratitude, Abigail realized that happiness doesn't lie in achieving everything one desires, but in accepting and cherishing what one already has. Gratitude can be a powerful tool that helps us shift our mindset and gain a deeper appreciation for life. One of the simplest ways to practice gratitude daily is by keeping a gratitude journal. Every evening before going to bed, take a few minutes to write down 3 things you are grateful for that day. These don't have to be grand achievements or special events. They can be small moments, such as a delicious meal, a joyful conversation, or even something simple like a beautiful sunny day. Recording these moments helps us focus on the positive and realize that no matter how difficult life may be, there are always things worth appreciating that bring us happiness. When practiced regularly, this gratitude journaling will gradually shift your mindset, allowing you to see life's true values more clearly. In addition to journaling, another simple practice is asking yourself positive questions at the start or end of the day. For example, each morning you could ask yourself, "What can I do today to feel more grateful?" Or, "What will make me feel happy and joyful today?" These questions help you start the day with optimism and focus your mind on positive things. In the evening, you can ask, "What did I learn today?" Or, "What am I most grateful for today?" These questions not only encourage reflection, but also help you recognize the value of your daily experiences. When maintained consistently, this habit will gradually help you build a positive mindset and open your heart to the good things around you. Mindfulness is also an effective method for maintaining inner peace in our busy modern lives. Practicing mindfulness doesn't require long periods of meditation or retreating from everyday life. It can be applied in the simplest activities. For example, when eating. Instead of scrolling through your phone or thinking about work, focus on each bite. Pay attention to the flavors, colors, and textures of the food. By doing so, you not only enjoy the meal, but also calm your mind and connect more deeply with the present moment. You can practice mindfulness even at work. Focus on each task you're doing, no matter how small. If you're working on a computer, take a few minutes to rest after every hour of work, to breathe deeply, relax, and release any tension. This way you'll find that work becomes lighter and more effective. Whenever you feel stressed or lose focus, bring your attention back to your breath and remind yourself to stay present in the current moment. These small moments will help you maintain awareness and inner peace, even when faced with work pressure. Household chores are also a wonderful opportunity to practice mindfulness. When washing dishes, instead of letting your mind wander about what to do next, focus on the sensation of water flowing through your hands, the sound of water droplets falling, and the cleanliness of each dish. Every household task, no matter how small or mundane, can become a mindfulness exercise if we focus on each movement and sensation. Practicing mindfulness like this not only helps you find joy in everyday tasks, but also makes life feel more meaningful and complete. These simple exercises bring immense benefits when practiced regularly. Mindfulness and gratitude are 2 methods that help us connect with the present master our thoughts and emotions, and find peace even in the most ordinary moments. When you live mindfully and with gratitude, you'll realize that every day is an opportunity to appreciate and enjoy life. These practices are not just tools for managing stress. They are ways to live more deeply, experience life more fully, and be grateful for what we have. When we consistently practice Buddhist teachings, we gradually notice a transformation within ourselves, not only in how we view life, but also in how we face challenges. One of the profound benefits of mindfulness is its ability to cultivate inner resilience. In life, we cannot avoid moments of difficulty and stress. Instead of letting these situations overwhelm us and cause anxiety, mindfulness helps us develop an inner strength that reduces stress and allows us to face challenges with calmness. When our minds are trained through mindfulness, we are no longer swept away by negative emotions like fear or anger. Instead, we can observe everything more objectively, allowing us to handle situations with greater calmness and wisdom. For example, in a stressful situation like a work conflict, instead of reacting hastily and possibly escalating the tension, mindfulness helps us pause, take a deep breath, and ask ourselves how to respond in a way that preserves harmony and effectiveness. It is in these moments that our inner strength shines, helping us navigate difficulties with composure and clarity. This not only reduces stress for ourselves, but also fosters respect and credibility in the eyes of others. Over time, this sense of calm and confidence becomes a natural part of who we are, forming the foundation for overcoming life's challenges with tranquility and wisdom. Another important aspect of living according to Buddhist teachings is how it helps us nurture relationships around us with compassion and understanding. Buddhism teaches that everyone has their own suffering and challenges, and when we realize this, we can more easily open our hearts to understand and empathize with others. Practicing compassion is not just about feeling sympathy for others, but also includes knowing how to forgive and let go of grudges. When faced with conflict in relationships, instead of reacting with anger or criticism, we can learn to listen and understand the deeper reasons behind someone else's actions. This helps clear up misunderstandings and conflicts, leading to stronger, more harmonious relationships. By applying compassion to our relationships, we not only bring peace to ourselves, but also create an environment filled with love and empathy. When we live with compassion, others are more likely to open their hearts and respond with sincerity. For example, in a family, living with compassion can help parents and children understand and connect with each other more, while spouses respect and support one another through all circumstances. Practicing compassion is not only a principle in Buddhism, but also the key to building healthy, lasting relationships in life. True understanding and genuine love create a positive cycle, nurturing happiness for everyone involved. In addition to nurturing the inner self and relationships, Buddhist teachings also offer another profound benefit: cultivating inner prosperity. In modern society, prosperity is often understood as financial success and material possessions. But according to Buddhism, true wealth is not just about what we own, but also about spiritual and emotional richness. When we learn to live mindfully and with gratitude, we come to realize that prosperity is not just numbers in a bank account, but a sense of tranquility and contentment from within. Instead of measuring success by what we have, Buddhism guides us to evaluate life by the peace and joy we find each day. This spiritual prosperity gives us a wealth that money cannot buy, the calmness of the heart, and the ability to enjoy life. When we are no longer driven by material concerns, we can devote more time and energy to connect with loved ones, finding joy in simple, everyday things. Cultivating inner prosperity not only helps us live more fully, but also leads to a more meaningful and profound life. When we are content with what we have, we are no longer caught up in the endless race of society, and in turn, we see life becoming more peaceful and precious. Living according to Buddhist teachings is not just a spiritual elevation, but also a deep connection with the true values of life. By developing a strong inner foundation, nurturing harmonious relationships, and cultivating inner prosperity, we not only find happiness for ourselves, but also bring joy and peace to those around us. This is true prosperity, the wealth that nothing can replace, a sustainable happiness filled with meaning, offering motivation and inspiration to live better each day. When we practice and live by Buddhist teachings, we gradually become a positive source of inspiration for others, encouraging them to seek inner peace and prosperity. The lessons from Buddhism not only improve our own lives, but also spread joy and tranquility to the communities around us. With inner strength, compassion in relationships, and spiritual prosperity, life becomes more harmonious, profound, and meaningful. To maintain mindfulness in life, one can practice positive affirmations every day. These affirmations not only help our minds focus on the positive, but also act as gentle reminders to always turn towards peace and confidence. Each morning, you can begin with affirmations like, "I am living in the present moment, enjoying every bit of life," or "I have the strength to face any challenge and overcome it with calmness." These short affirmations carry great power, helping you set a positive mindset for the entire day. In addition to morning affirmations, you can repeat them throughout the day when you feel stressed or anxious. For example, when facing a difficult situation, remind yourself, "I have the ability to control my thoughts and find peace in every situation." This affirmation helps you maintain calm and not be swept away by negative emotions. With regular practice, these mindfulness affirmations will gradually become a positive habit, fostering self-confidence and inner peace, allowing you to live fully in each moment. Beyond mindfulness affirmations, practicing gratitude is another effective way to nurture an optimistic and positive spirit. Every night before going to bed, take a few minutes to write down 3 things you are grateful for from the day. These could be small, simple things like a good meal, a meaningful conversation with friends, or a peaceful moment watching the sunset. Writing down what you are grateful for not only helps us appreciate what we have, but also increases our sense of happiness and satisfaction in life. When we focus on positive things, our minds become clearer and stress or anxiety gradually becomes lighter. Another way to practice gratitude is to remind yourself of the things you often take for granted in life. Take time to reflect on the familiar things you may easily overlook, such as health, family, or a warm home. Giving special attention to these things helps you realize that even when life is difficult, you still have many things to be grateful for around you. Gratitude is a simple yet powerful act that changes the way we view life, allowing us to find peace and happiness in the simplest things. Ending the day with a meditation exercise is a wonderful way to connect with yourself and bring a sense of peace to your heart. Before going to sleep, spend at least 5-10 minutes sitting in silence and reflecting on the day that has passed. You can begin by closing your eyes, relaxing your body, and focusing on your breath. Feel each inhale and exhale, allowing your mind to calm. and the peaceful energy to spread throughout your body. This practice not only helps to soothe the mind after a busy day, but also creates an opportunity for a deeper connection with your emotions and thoughts. When your mind is at ease, you can ask yourself simple questions to reflect on the day. What have I learned today? Or, is there something I can improve tomorrow? These questions help you view yourself with honesty and gently guide you towards self-improvement without criticism. You can also remind yourself of the things you're grateful for today and recognize that despite challenges, there are always good things around you to appreciate. This meditation exercise not only helps to clear the mind before sleep, but also brings profound peace. When we take the time to connect with ourselves, we find our hearts becoming calm and sleep coming more gently. Furthermore, reflecting and meditating at the end of the day helps us cultivate a self-care routine for the soul, enriching our spiritual life and creating a positive energy for the new day. These daily mindfulness and gratitude practices may seem simple, but they hold great power when practiced regularly. As we establish these habits, life gradually becomes more peaceful and harmonious. Mindfulness helps us recognize the value of the present moment and prevents our minds from being distracted by unimportant things. Gratitude enriches our spiritual life, allowing us to deeply appreciate the precious things around us. Finally, nightly meditation serves as a perfect way to end the day peacefully and begin the new day with a refreshed spirit. In exploring the benefits of Buddhist teachings, we see that these principles not only bring temporary peace, but also help us build a profound and meaningful life. Mindfulness allows us to master our minds, focus on the present, and recognize the value of each moment. Instead of allowing life to be dominated by worry, stress, or uncontrollable circumstances, mindfulness brings us back to inner calm, creating a solid foundation to handle challenges with tranquility. Along with this, gratitude helps us view life through a positive lens, cherishing the simple yet valuable things around us. Practicing gratitude not only enriches our spiritual life, but also opens the door to experiencing true abundance from within. The lessons from Buddhism, when applied to daily life, can bring about positive changes not just for ourselves, but also for those around us. When the mind is at peace, we can more easily build harmonious and understanding relationships, nurturing closeness and compassion. Compassion and empathy are the keys to creating an environment full of love and sincerity. By understanding and applying Buddhist teachings, we not only find happiness for ourselves, but also create joy and peace for others. Living according to Buddhist principles helps us strive for a balanced, harmonious, and meaningful life. Start applying these lessons to your life today. Practice mindfulness by focusing on each small action, from eating to daily tasks, and remind yourself to live fully in each moment. Remember the gratitude exercises and start writing a gratitude journal each evening, gradually shifting your perspective on life and fostering an optimistic spirit. Try setting aside some time each evening to meditate, reflect on the day that's passed, and find peace from within your soul. These small practices can help you discover the profound benefits Buddhism offers, while also leading to a life with a clear mind and an open heart. True peace and prosperity are not distant goals, nor are they reserved for a select few. These are values that anyone can achieve by living in accordance with Buddhist teachings, a way of life with a peaceful heart and a clear mind. Buddhist teachings do not require us to change external circumstances, but guide us to change from within, adjusting our minds to find serenity amid the constant flow of life. When we accept and flow with this current with a calm mindset, all worries and pressures become lighter, and we discover true freedom. As we conclude this video, I want to remind you that the journey to peace and prosperity is not a straight path, but a journey filled with challenges and discovery. Each lesson from Buddhist teachings, each mindfulness and gratitude practice is a brick in the foundation of a strong and meaningful life. Do not wait for some perfect day to begin. Start today and let each small step become a precious moment on the path to inner peace. We do not know what tomorrow will bring, but one thing is certain: when we live with a peaceful heart and a clear mind, we can embrace whatever comes with an open heart and a calm spirit. Let Buddhist teachings be a source of inspiration, a guiding light that helps you overcome obstacles and find true happiness from within. I hope that starting today, you will find comfort and peace in these lessons, allowing you to live a complete and meaningful life.